Good Sunday morning, and God, I do thank you for the opportunity just to say, God, I thank you. I went to church today, and Reverend Jackson's sermon was, God will not do for you what you can do for yourself. You have to do your part. And as I listened to that, it actually put me in a place of what I wanted to talk about. Then I had been thinking about this because earlier in the week, the latter part of the week, I actually spoke to maybe 2 or 3 friends, brothers, some great guys. And I chose to give them flowers. And their flowers was about being a father. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. And I may step on some toes, but if I do, I'm hoping you can be adult enough to just look in the mirror. Growing up, being a 70s baby, I can recall there were a lot of situations where, as a black man, a black father, there were a lot of negative that came along with that title. And I had an opportunity to see certain things. And I saw a lot of things from a standpoint, fathers, period. But based on the fathers, some of them that I saw in the neighborhood, my black men, if you were not actually living in the house, you kind of walked away from the responsibility of the house and you moved on with your life. Now, women, before you feel the need to want to clap your hand, I also recognize there were a lot of women who felt the need to make things difficult for that man and being a part of the kids' lives. Now, as I look at other races, and they went through divorces and whatever it may have been, but the one thing I saw, recognized, and was very impressed with, they still took care of their responsibilities. Some even took care of the houses. The ex-wives, whatever, they did what they should have done and what we should have been doing, but it wasn't always like that. So I'm opening that door, and I want to say to quite a few men that I have seen who have come up with me, I'm seeing fathers. I'm seeing available fathers. I'm seeing great fathers. I'm seeing fathers who are not friends with their kids. They're leading by example without allowing that child who doesn't know to get in the way of them making the decisions that need to be made. And saying all that, I want to say to those fathers, I'm proud of you. I'm impressed with you. And for the love of everything, continue to lead by example. We're not their friends. We're their parents. And Reverend Jackson also said something else that I found to be very profound. And he was giving us a story, and that story was him and his son. The man and his son was out doing some work, and the father told the son what he needed to do, and the son went to try to do whatever it was that he told him to do. I'm paraphrasing here, but you're going to get the gist. And the son could not finish the job, and he came and he told his dad, he said, hey, I've done everything I can. I can't get it done. And the dad stopped and he looked at him and he said, you didn't do everything. He said, I did. He said, you didn't? He said, well, what is it that I didn't do? He said, you didn't ask me. I said, wow, as a father, that'll wake you up. And I'm saying that to my son. You need me? Open the door. Ask me. You're an adult now. I can't force anything on you anymore, but I need to know when you come to me, you want what I have to give you. And I'm right here, and I'll be here the whole entire time. But I want to take that and go a little bit further. See, you hear me talk about talking to people all the time, and I do. But I love talking to the younger minds because I see the younger minds as my legacy. My DNA doesn't have to run through their bodies for them to be my legacy, because I want to pour into them. I want to give them what I have. What they do with it, that's their business, because I don't force feed anything. I'm giving you something to think about. And if you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. If I got the answer, I'm going to give it to you. And if I don't, I promise you I'm not going to lead you in the wrong direction. And fathers, again, if I'm stepping on some toes, it's never too late. Fix it. Just look in the mirror and start adjusting. Just because you're living in the house, you know whether or not you're falling short. And if you're no longer living in the house, yeah, it can be a little difficult dealing with the opposite sex, the mother. But that's your child. Fight for what's yours. Do what you need to do. Don't make excuses, because an excuse is nothing but a lie. Be blessed on this Sunday. Give thanks on this Sunday. And to my fathers that I'm talking to. And I'm talking to each and every one of you. But the ones that have changed the way we're being looked at, and we'll never get the credit we're supposed to get. We don't have to get the credit, because if we do our job, it will come, because it'll come from our kids. Continue to do what you do and continue to be who you are. I salute you. And I'm proud.